Okay, in this video we're going to look at a handful of images shot with the new Sony A99 II and the Sony A7R II. These are cityscape images shot in Pittsburgh. They are all long exposure images. I don't think we're necessarily going to glean one camera being better than the other for this type of work in this video, but nonetheless I just thought I would pull a couple of the photos I got together and show them to you. We can look at the raw files and then what they look like after processing. So let's jump in here. First one, we'll look at the point here in Pittsburgh. This is the A7R II. On that camera I'm using the 24-70 G Master lens. So here we're at 10 seconds, f/16. It was pretty windy, so I had a little trouble in a lot of these photos getting a little camera shake, the tripod moving around a little bit. It was pretty breezy when I was out doing this. Okay, so let's zoom in here and we'll just cruise around and check out some of the details in this shot. So this looks like I might have got a little bit of camera movement. Not much, it's not bad. Again, this is the A7R II. I'm just going to kind of pan around the image. So I'm zoomed in here at 1:1. Okay. And there was the raw file right out of the camera. And this is with a little bit of processing. There's your raw file. A little bit of processing. All right, let's move same angle here. Very similar shot and shot with the A99 II. Here we go. Give it a second to load up. And on the A99 II I was using the 24-70 Zeiss Mark II of that lens. This shot here is at 25 seconds f/13, ISO 100. So let's zoom in and just kind of cruise through the image and look at some of the details. This is looking pretty good through here. Zoom back out. Okay, that's the processed image. Here's what the raw file looked like straight out of the camera. Processed, and again there's the raw file. Okay, that was the A99 II. Let's look at a couple other shots. Back to the A7R II here, kind of a side shot of the cityscape. 30 seconds f/10. Again, using the 24-70 G Master at 35 millimeters. So this is a nice image here. Lots of detail in this photo. I'll zoom in and just kind of walk through it. Nice sharp rays coming off of the lights there. So this looks great. That's the processed. There's your raw file. And again the raw file from the A7R II. Alright, similar shot here. Let's taken with the A99. 20 seconds f/8. And again, let's go in here at 1:1 and look at these. I'm not really seeing much of a difference. I would say that the A99 looks pretty darn clean. Yeah, of course, the difference in these cameras is you have the SLT mirror in the A99, where in the A7R it's just there's nothing sitting in front of the sensor. So I'm just kind of curious if that impacts image quality at all on the A99 II for this type of work. Okay, let's look at the RAW file. Here's your RAW from the A99 II from that shot. And let's flip to the RAW from the A7R II. A7R II RAW. A99 II RAW file. Okay. And we got another shot here. This is the A99 Mark II. Now I'm using the 70-400 G2 lens here, 20 seconds at f9, ISO 100. This is a nice crisp shot here, lots of detail out of that lens. I'm at 180 mil. Yeah, you can read a lot of the text and the signs. You can read a lot of this stuff real clear. Forbes Avenue. This is good. You can really see in the windows here is a basketball court. So this looks great. Again, that's the A99 II. Show you what it looked like right out of the camera. So I kind of cooled it down a little bit in processing. RAW file, edited. Okay, it looks great. And then the last one I want to show you, this is the A99 II again, and I was just kind of playing around with that lens here. I zoomed it all the way in to 400 millimeters, 4-second exposure. I'm just zooming in, catching this, catching a big Christmas tree here. It sits down at PPG Place, and we'll zoom in here at 1:1. You notice you look at these office buildings here, you see everything real clear in through the windows. Lots of detail. Christmas tree looks good. Yeah, so like I said, I was just kind of playing around with that lens and seeing how far I could reach with it. Okay, so that's it for this video. I'm going to try and do some more comparisons between the A99 II and the A7R II. Alright, so check back in. Thank you.